Yo, B. Finishing up my din real quick. Finishing up my din. For those out there that don't know, that's dinner. But yeah, B. Give me a second. I'm almost done. Just give me 1 second there. Catching up with a little bit of SmackDown. Yo. We got Black Star in the building. We got TKO. My bad, y'all. I'm finishing up eating right now. Excuse me. What we gonna talk about though, B? We gonna talk about it. First and foremost, you already know the vibe. That CM Punk promo was way better than what he did on Raw. We're not even gonna play with it. Like, my dude, you wait to do a promo like that to the Salute to the Troop show. You was better off reversing it. Now, I wouldn't have minded if CM Punk would have did that that promo or they did on Monday Night Raw when he first came back. He could do that shit earlier tonight. Now, just imagine that shit. Now, what if he would have shot that same promo on the first Monday Night Raw? He would have came back. Now, I'm not saying the promo is astronomical or whatever, but it damn sure was good. Would it do the ballet? All right. Yeah, it's all good, but it be the little things that all wrestling companies kill me with. It be the little things that be so obvious. It's like, why are you just gonna do that shit? You know what I mean? Anyways, episode 164. Talk about the old fashioned rats and let y'all know what's happening, you dig? Make sure everything copacetic. What we gonna talk about it, B? Right now I'm catching up with SmackDown and shit. I'm like, what, halfway done? I brought back that CM Punk promo. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't care. I liked it. Another thing about SmackDown and shit I wanted to mention. Let me find out. Are they trying to build all this versus Randy Orton feud, a la Stone Cold, like the modern version of Stone Cold and Vince McMahon feud? Or they trying to go there with it? See where it goes? What's y'all think? Who saw Charlotte miss that move by about yeah, she that ain't nothing new. That is nothing new. That's nothing new when it comes to Charlotte. Her big boot, her moonsault. Like she's not accurate at all when it comes to her offense. But I can't completely shit on Charlotte because I don't think Charlotte is like horrible. I wouldn't say that, but is she overrated? Fuck yeah. Okay, now I'm up to the part right now where CM Punk was teasing and knocking on the Bloodlines locker room. Then he bumped into Kevin Owens. Oscar son. Yeah, B. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about. I definitely liked how they presented Lashley for this tribute to the Troop show. And I'm old school. I don't know if they ever did something like this from before when it comes to Lashley, because he's been in a few Salute to the Troops or Tribute to the Troops show. But it's like how they presented this dude Lashley tonight. I liked it. You know what I mean? Like, especially as a black man serving in the army. They like, Sergeant Bobby Lashley. I just liked it. Even though it's like you keep confusing motherfuckers. Like, what is Bobby Lashley and the proper supposed to be? Bad guys, good guys? Like, these dudes don't even know what the fuck they doing with them. They just winging it. And that's what's gonna make them eventually fall into obscurity. Because what is their direction? Why did they click up? What are we doing here? Yeah, I can't just sit here and give us a no frills version of the Hurt Business and think we're gonna be satisfied with that shit. Oh God, Karrion Kross. Like, what are we doing with Karrion Kross, yo? I remember when this dude had showed up the first time to SmackDown with the hourglass, him and Scarlett, they had the hourglass, and they approached Roman Reigns. Motherfuckers was interested. Everybody was like, okay, Karrion Kross is back. He got the hourglass from Roman Reigns. After that, this dude's whole career took a nosedive. I'm like, yo, what type of time is these dudes doing Karrion Kross? And then you got Karrion Kross on the motherfucking in this tournament right here, and you know he has to lose. Ain't no way Karrion Kross is gonna beat Bobby Lashley when it comes to the Tribute to the Truth show, given the fact that he served for us. Lashley is still beasting for sure, but Kross needs to leave WWE. Yeah, it's a wrap for Kross. He's ruined. But the thing is with Lashley, right? There's no continuity when it comes to him and the Profits. There's no team, like they don't look like a legitimate team. They don't have a name. They don't have a new theme song. We don't know why they're together. All he did was like, you know what? Since our black audience loved the Hurt Business, and not only the black audience, the white audience too. Everybody loved the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business was popping, and you just bended them for no reason. So when y'all figured out y'all fucked up on that, you was like, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We just gonna get three of our most famous or biggest superstars when it comes to the main event, whatever the case may be. Just gel them together with fucking Scotch tape that's wet. I'm about to open up the floodgates. You know the vibes. Hit that thumbs up though. You know I'm gonna play with it. All right. Oh yeah, and thanks for the new subs. For the new subbies out there, like I said from before, I don't mind reiterating. When it comes to the new subbies that pull up, we talk about all different types of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? No tribalism here. You could definitely disagree as long as you're respectful, and that's it. You know what I mean? Pull up, talk your shit. Let's get it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Karrion Kross, he had promise. But he's a rat. He's better off going. He should be at he should go to TNA when they go to TNA, when Impact goes back to TNA. Like, how long is this dude Karrion Kross contract? Because you're looking like a whole bozo out here. Well, yeah, B. Escobar against Dragon Lee. I ain't gonna lie. I like when Dragon Lee does his Hurricanrana because when Dragon Lee does his Hurricanrana, he just lands right on his feet. I am smoking that good shit, but it's not. It's not like what I said was cat. When this dude Karrion Kross first came back, when to SmackDown, and he came to this dude Roman Reigns with the hourglass and Scarlet or whatever the case may be, people was interested. We're like, okay, where's this shit gonna go? And after that, his career took a complete nosedive. Again, as a matter of fact. Remember from before, this dude was looking like a BDSM version of fucking Shredder.
Seriously?
What's good, any guy?
What's goody, man?
What's going on? What's going on, TKO? My dude
Yo,
Black
what's Gucci?
Nothing much, man. What's goody? What's goody, TKO?
I'm straight, man. I'm actually just watching Rampage right now. There's a match I want to see.
Oh, that brilliant.
What's
I
going
only
on
watch
Rampage?
Rampage. I watch Rampage because there's a certain match I want to see sometimes.
What match is that?
They got Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson in the main event. That's gonna be.
Oh, that's the match that Danielson got hurt.
Danielson got injured in. Yeah.
You said Bryan Danielson?
Yeah, that's the one where he got
Danielson.
injured.
Bryan Danielson's the new big boss man in AEW. Fuck that.
How?
Bryan Danielson is letting motherfuckers know. He's like, look here, y'all gonna cut the shit. Yeah, I will choke all y'all motherfuckers out. Like, y'all don't knock it off when it comes to throwing shots at this dude, Tony Khan, on social media.
Look, I have a very serious question here. Why is Danielson in a 6-man tag at Final Battle? And talk about that, but why is that man in the match?
This dude don't got no bones left.
He's doing it as a tribute to Jay Briscoe.
Okay, then why don't you just be the manager and have Moxley and you to go?
That nigga Bryan, you know full well Bryan Danielson will wrestle with a freaking broken leg if he wants to.
It wouldn't be his first time.
A broken leg and a massive concussion? Because
he's already wrestling with one good eye thanks to Okada. So you think that would be beneath him?
Not entirely.
Exactly.
Shit. Speaking of Okada, I heard Okada going to TNA in January. He's supposed to be at that pay-per-view. Was it the Hard to Kill shit?
Like Okada's gonna go to AEW. That's a done deal, basically.
Oh yeah, you know that. He's definitely going to AEW.
Yeah, I see that. He's just doing what Will Ospreay did, just making a splash there, and that's it.
That's good business.
The only person from NJPW that's going to go to WWE is possibly Julia. That's it, and possibly Mercedes.
Probably. I think Mercedes should go to New Japan. Should stay on New Japan though before she signs.
She's gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
They already.
If she's even cleared to wrestle by then, she's still.
They already canceled that match with Julia, so it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but we don't even know what her road to recovery is. So
It seems like she's set. She's training as we speak, so she's possibly set.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I'm just saying, I'm not getting my hopes up.
Yeah. You deserve not to. Yeah.
Yeah, I do, because every time I get my hopes up for something, something always goes left. I don't know why, but it just does.
And possibly Charlotte wants.
Oh, God.
I mean, not
know,
Charlotte,
God.
you already know Charlotte's definitely going to
but
be at
Sasha.
WrestleMania.
But Sasha
We know
wants.
Charlotte. Man,
Sasha
you
wants
know
Charlotte
they
money.
somehow, man, you know they're somehow gonna shoehorn Charlotte in a high-profile match. If they don't, I'm gonna be real surprised.
Like possibly, Sasha wants Charlotte money, which I don't blame her.
She
Yeah,
deserves it, to be honest with her. To be honest, she deserves it. I mean, name anybody else in the women's division that's pumped out better matches than Sasha, honestly.
well, here's
Like,
the
let's
thing.
really be real.
I do love. I fucks with Sasha Banks. I do, but I won't be surprised if they offer her around the same amount, maybe just a little more, because if she was to come back right now, it's no saying that she didn't really do nothing cross seas like that. Yeah, she won what's it, IWGP women's belt, but WWE don't really care about that shit like that. She ain't really make a buzz like that around the globe, because she did get hurt. She did get hurt.
Yeah, which is why I say Sasha should finish where she left off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's if that Julia match is still on the table, which again I doubt.
And again, it all depends on what her injury status is. How fast is her recovery?
Yeah, how long she been out so far? She's been out for like what, 3 months?
This year?
4 months?
At least 3.
No, since this summer. Since this summer.
Yeah.
So
like 4 months.
Yeah, at least. So
yeah, okay.
Still depends on what her road is, because it's not like we got an update on her on when she could get back in the ring. So
no, like you deserve to be skeptical about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not gonna hold you. But what if she does show up though? Like, what would you think?
If she shows up,
yeah, if she shows up at the Rumble, what would you think about that?
I wouldn't mind it.
Sandman said it, and it's true. They always come back.
Yes, they do. And
so,
I'm not mad at none of them. I'm not mad at none of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, this shit is big business.
Kenny Omega bleeding by the mouth.
Oh, Lord.
Who's that? Kenny Omega?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is me when you're allergic to the bullshit. You know, you end up coughing up blood sometimes.
What bullshit you was alerted to?
I already know where he's going with this.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, who else is bullshit? I mean, P. Diddy, obviously. I came to a man's butt.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I saw.
You saw that post he made?
How quickly that went bad.
I saw Eddie
time.
Yeah, all I gotta say is Eddie Griffin, big ups to you, man. But you better fucking find some artillery base somewhere. I'm hoping the Illuminati doesn't go after him.
Yeah, man, Eddie Griffin. You know, it's an Eddie Griffin day out here now.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Yep. He got presented that award for that stand up. When he did the stand up, this past week. He did the stand up. The mayor out here presenting them the award.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that's cool. I mean, I believe his story. I mean, the whole P. Diddy parties. He's not the first person to mention it.
A lot of motherfuckers a lot of this is my time. We always knew Diddy was, you know what I mean, a little okay. What's going on? Like it's like you didn't know for sure. We just knew shit was a little eerie with this dude. It's like why every motherfucker that's around you, it's always dark days when they're around you. Like nobody's safe around you. Why is that?
Like the part that made it ball game over was when that 17-year-old said like, oh, P. Diddy and his friends gang raped you. I was like, yep, it's over.
Yeah, Hall Pierre, this dude Hall Pierre, Diddy, and it was somebody else. Like, yeah, man.
Like if it's ball game, start playing Enter Sandman, bring in Mariano Rivera because it's over.
He's
Those are the
basically
days.
like, ever since I was a young person, I've always looked at him like a parasite. That's what parasites do. They suck out the life of everybody. And
Yep.
then when there's no more use, they discard and move on to the next host. That's what he is. He's a parasite.
And the crazy thing with that is that when he throw you to the side, he's still leashing off you. Like when it comes to your royalties and shit. And then he
Well,
passes it on to his family.
Don't you find it interesting that once people are done with Diddy, they out of nowhere turn to God?
Yeah, or join
Yeah.
a cult,
Yeah.
or join become Ak, because you see Loon, he a Aki. That dude Loon,
Which
y'all
is
remember Loon?
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy because Loon was nice.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Loon wasn't really much my speed, but I get it. He was for the females.
I'm not as musically talented as you guys are, but I was driving the other day. I don't know what Biggie song it was. It was one of his old ones. And like back in the day, P. Diddy was always just doing the background shit while people were doing
Yeah,
their thing.
take
You
that,
know,
take that.
Take that.
right. Like I've never really listened. I've never really like actually listened to it. Like there's hearing shit, and then there's like listening to it. And I was driving, and I was just like, I was actually listening to like what P. Diddy was saying. And I was like, the fuck is this dude talking about? Like, he's not talking about anything. He's just saying random shit. It's
Yeah,
like he didn't
talking
add.
about how rich he is. That's what he does. Or how rich he is, and don't worry if I write rhymes. I write checks.
His shit just adds nothing of value whatsoever to anything he ever contributed on. Like, yo, this dude's. I mean, I always knew he wasn't that good, but like, wow.
Right,
Puffy,
ballet? Old videos dancing. Remember that ballet?
Puffy is just said he ruined the friendship between him or between Biggie and Pac. And Suge Knight didn't help in that matter either.
Well, what I heard about that old deal with Pac and Big was Pac was paranoid and shit when he had got shot in the studio because he said it's like he just found it so funny that he's coming to see y'all. He's coming because remember Bad Boy was ready in the studio recording. Pac was pulling up and he was coming upstairs. Like they knew Pac was coming through, and Pac was coming upstairs, and then basically that's when he got caught up in the hallway. Motherfuckers ran up on Pac. He just found that shit, peculiar. Like, yo, y'all knew I was coming through, and then you had motherfuckers line me up in the hallway. So ever since then, like Pac just didn't trust anybody. He was already paranoid from before.
Yeah, he has that macho man love of paranoia.
That's why I've always said Phil Brooks is the CM Punk. I said CM Punk.
Wow.
Phil Brooks just a Tupac of professional wrestling because he's fucking paranoid and he thinks everybody's out to get him.
I want to do a deep dive on that. I really do, but that's just gonna take a lot of time. I really want to do a deep dive on that shit because you gave me that idea from before. Pac being CM Punk being a Tupac wrestling.
Like to me, Pac compares more to Macho Man than he does to Punk.
Well, I compare. It's actually pretty brief. I don't really have much to say, but like if you just follow Punk's whole career, everywhere he goes, every promotion, there's always problems and there's always issues. And then when it blows over, he's always blaming other people and not himself because he's fucking paranoid and he thinks everybody's out to get him. Just like Tupac thought everybody was out to get him, and Me Against the World and all the other stuff. So a lot of similarities between them. Tupac had a cult following, Punk had a cult following. You know, Tupac had Suge Knight, Punk had Paul Heyman. You know,
Yeah, but motherfuckers was really after Pac though. Somebody actually
right?
they actually got him.
Yeah, but
Oh
Macho,
yeah.
But Macho Man, the reason why I compare Macho Man to Pac is because when Macho Man, when Jake the Snake had that Cobra, and he told Jake the Snake that the Cobra bite him first before he uses it on him.
They was gonna whack Punk, his first run there. He was
Show
gonna,
you. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Turn on your camera. I'm not gonna pull you up. Just show who you are backstage. I will not show who you are. I promise.
Who is this supposed to be?
No. I'm talking about who's backstage. Somebody's backstage. I just want to be sure it is who it is. Because you already know motherfuckers be on that nonsense. Just show who you are backstage and you can turn your camera right back off. Go ahead. Continue on, y'all.
Yeah, all I was saying was that they was gonna whack Punk in his first run. He was what was he part of what was it, OVW or whatever? They were gonna cut him and Michael stood up for him.
Did Heyman stood up for him the second time around?
Yeah, Heyman stood up for him and Michael stood up for him.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Triple H wanted him gone and people that were in charge of the creative at the time, they didn't see much in him. And so from that point on, Punk had like a me against them mentality. So
me against the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Understandable.
But yeah, B. Edge versus Christian though.
As soon as that low blow happened, I started laughing, and I thought immediately about Toph. I was like, Toph was pretty damn close to being right.
Yeah, I just didn't get the make-out session. I guess we'll get that later.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I was like, if they make out, Toph's gonna talk so much shit.
It should have happened there though. It like that was a moment. Like it should have happened right then and there. Well,
To be honest, man, it was albeit better than the one on Raw was, but it was short, sweet, and to the point. I'm back because I want to win the Rumble and Main Event Mania that I didn't do in my last run. Like, I'd have believed that more than the one he said on Raw.
What's about Punk's promo?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, that was a Kiss the Ring promo. It doesn't work for Punk. That's what that was.
Because Triple H was going to show his pimp hands way strong.
What was that fucking what was that Game of Thrones meme? Bend the knee. Yeah, bend the knee. That's what that was.
Well, weren't you the one that say when they come back they get humbled first?
Yes, what Toph
normally. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
you don't think they're gonna do it to? You don't think they're gonna do it to Punk too?
I think Punk's.
Yeah. Oh, of course, it's coming.
I think Punk's in the Rumble, and then Punk is possibly going to beat Rollins. I'm not too sure about that.
No, he's getting humbled. No.
Yeah, but this goes back to with the whole Cody Rhodes situation. When I was telling y'all from before with that, like everybody was mad about Cody Rhodes not being this dude Roman Reigns. I'm like, I get it. It would have been a moment. I definitely get that. But you think they're gonna have this dude Cody Rhodes just come in from the opposition and just give him the keys to the castle just like that? No, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna make that dude work for that shit. Like I knew that's where they was going with this shit. They're not just gonna make Cody just win just like that. And he was.
I'll maintain that was the wrong call because Like this bloodline shit, this shit's been fucking whack for a while now, bro. Roman ain't doing shit.
I thought about this. I thought about this earlier today. Know who Jimmy Uso shit like this whole singles run has been a complete disaster. But the one person I would match Jimmy Uso with is Lance and White. Make those two a tag team.
Nah, like who? You should talk about Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Oh,
Jay is a single star by fucking far. There's no way.
He is so over.
Don't nobody give a fuck about Jay versus Jimmy. Like, I'm sorry, just move the fuck on from that shit.
Jimmy just tag him.
Jimmy can be in the fucking Andre the Giant battle royale and let Jay fight Gunther or some shit.
Yo, did his brother win that shit?
Yeah, his brother won it last year.
Point you might have just made
or 2 years ago.
That Andre the Giant Battle Royal shit should be scrapped. Like Andre the Giant, I know he mad about that shit. Doing cartwheels in the grave. You breaking up a little bit, TKO.
He's up in heaven with Gorilla Monsoon right now. And
TKO, hey TKO, why don't you leave and come back? See if that fixes it.
Yeah, probably do that.
Yeah, I'm not against the idea of putting Jimmy with the newer one. You talked about the kid from MLW, right? The one coming in.
Well, that's Anawani.
Yeah.
Look, just put Jimmy with him because his singles run has been a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
So just reset it. Have him tag with Lance and see if that works.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Well, what really fucked them up is what they did with him in the first place. Like you had Jimmy basically create the rift, and then you had him sucking cock after that, wanting to be down with the bloodline after all that. Like my dude, you the one that caused the rift.
Sandman, first off, pause. Second off,
it's the truth.
He did more.
It's the fucking truth.
He did more than suck dick. He fucking deep throated that shit.
Like, yo, my dude, you the one that was like, oh, you should have did this a long time ago.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that since SummerSlam. Like, bro, what is the deal here? like you cost your brother the championship, which was one thing, and then as soon as your brother left and went to Raw, you completely ignored him to get back with the bloodline.
I'm not even trying to be disrespectful.
Like,
I'm just being honest.
He was like, hold on. He was like, the reason why I did this is not to make you turn into him. Like basically talking about Roman Reigns. But you want to be down Roman Reigns again. This shit is goofy.
Like I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm just being honest. Like if their plan is still to do Jay versus Jimmy, like at this point, it just seems beneath Jim. It seems beneath Jay. Jay's like way better than that.
Well, I would say just have them just have them fight at the Royal Rumble. I'll say that. Like,
think about this. Think about this, everybody.
Have them do double duty. As a matter of fact, this is what I would do. I would have, I guess, make this shit pop a little bit. At least have this dude Jimmy cause Jay in a Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? Have this dude Jay get eliminated, or him eliminate Jay himself.
Think about this, everybody. When this storyline was probably first pitched, this storyline was going to main event Mania Saturday. Puck debuts, that shit disappeared immediately. Now it's going to lead off Mania Saturday. That's how far.
Punk showing up. He put a monkey wrench in everything.
That's how far that storyline dropped off.
Yeah, the two people who's definitely going to be affected the most is LA Knight and Gunther. Knight's like fucking third from the top. Gunther's like fourth from the top at most. And Jimmy's fucking pre-show at this point. I'm sorry. It's time to call it. So.
Well, stupid. But I was saying
it's like, still massively over, so I think he'll be fine.
Who, Gunther, right?
Gunther and LA Knight. They're both massively over.
Yeah, LA Knight, I'm not too sure. They try to keep him around. They are, but Gunther's definitely safe.
the matchup I would make, and this is just me just being honest here. The matchup I'll make is Knight versus Gunther for the IC title.
I would
They're
do
not
Jay.
gonna do that.
I would do Jay versus Gunther. I think Jay is
Really overnight.
So wait, hold on. Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think LA Knight should be on a different brand than CM Punk?
It's not gonna. Well, he's gonna be on a different
it really don't. I know it really don't matter. I know it doesn't matter,
I
but
know.
you know what I mean. But
They're gonna be on different brands anyway, because Punk's gonna be a Raw guy and Knight's gonna be a SmackDown guy. So, yeah.
Which means it's gonna be LA Knight versus Logan Paul somewhere down the line.
God, don't let that happen.
Yeah, that's what they were season. Like that's what people were saying online. They were saying that should be the WrestleMania match.
The only person that made the U.S. title pop off was Lashley. You know, he had a good run there.
How about this?
He made that belt mean something when he was the champ on Raw. Then he dropped the Theory, and ever since then, that belt's just there.
How about this? Knight versus Solo for the U.S. title.
That's what I said. I thought Solo, realistically, Solo should have been the United States champion.
Yeah,
when the
you did say that.
On.
Yep, TKO did say that. Like Solo deserves something. Solo's been putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, just make it Knight versus Solo.
It's time for them to start actually doing something with Solo, like give him some stories outside of the bloodline, and they're just not doing it yet.
They have Solo put over Knight because Knight's over. Hold on, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Let me mute myself.
Yeah, B. 6 people in the building, should be 6 likes. Let's do it. Put a thumbs up for that dude CM Punk promo. That was way better than that Monday. Had us waiting 3 hours for that bullshit. Like other things I wanted to talk about. Wardlow.
Okay.
Y'all think Wardlow was the devil? Because given the fact that him always having beef with MJF and he did give him that hint. Remember when he yoked him up backstage and said, "You'll never know when I'm coming." Pause.
No, he's not the devil, but he's definitely one of the henchmen for sure. Because one of the henchmen is a bigger dude consistently. Because they've been having different people play the roles, but every time there's a very masculine big dude. Pause. Wearing a mask. Wardlow's definitely one of them. He's one of the masked men for sure.
You know, it's interesting. I actually had a thought after watching Dynamite. That face-off that MJF had with Hangman. What if? And I know I know this is probably a stretch, but what if it is Hangman? I mean, the story is there, and plus, we haven't seen the Young Bucks on TV for a couple weeks now. So what if it is the Elite and Wardlow?
I think that'll be a letdown. I'm not gonna hold you, like, because you know what? The Elite had their time at the Elite had their time at the top of the card. Like, ain't nobody checking for the Elite right now.
I'm all for a Hangman turning heel. He needs a character change. Also, if he turns heel, you can turn Swerve face, double turn. I'm for it.
I mean,
Swerve is definitely going to turn face. That's a fact. Swerve is going to turn face without a shadow of a doubt. Swerve is going to be a
the
face.
story's there. It's almost kind of like they almost got like a Bret Austin thing because Heyman can be like, "Yo, like this dude broke into my house and y'all cheering this motherfucker. Like, what the fuck?" You know?
Talking to my kid. He in my kid's room talking to my kid.
Bro, Hangman could be AEW's Drew McIntyre in a way. Like, how the hell you cheering for this dude and he fucked my life up? Like,
what caught my attention was the comment that he said where he said, "Swerve, I know exactly what you're aiming for, and I'm going to make sure you don't get it," which is making me think, oh no, he's going to cost Swerve. Swerve is going to have a title match. He's going to cost him. And the fans are going to boo the fuck out of Hangman. They're going to boo him. I'm for it, though. Do the double turn.
I'd be down for that if that does happen. Or they could fuck around and have Hangman involved in the title match and just make it like a multi-man or something.
Yep.
Like, there's
But
so
okay,
many directions they
here's
could
what I
take
want to
that.
ask. Here's what I want to ask. So at World's End is going to be Samoa Joe versus MJF, right? That's going to be the main event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So most likely the devil's going to reveal himself then, and that's what I was thinking about Wardlow. But first I was thinking about Adam Cole, definitely. But I mean, I also wanted to ask, or I wanted to tell you guys, like, I heard that they basically trying to mimic the whole Aces and Eights storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe it might be a whole bunch of, I guess, AEW stars that's all with the devil and shit, and have some, like, remember how Aces and Eights was, hopefully not as badly booked as that, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I don't think they need a bunch of dudes in mass in the group. I think the 4 cats that they got is fine. What they could do is just like rotate the 4 guys to keep them guessing.
Well,
I've
yeah,
always
just
said
brainstorm.
before. I always said before. I never had a problem with the Aces and Eights. It was good, compelling television. It was something that was different that TNA needed.
Until
Aces
they
and Eights,
started taking their masks off.
right. Aces and Eights only had 2 issues. Number one, it took too long to get to the point because they started doing that shit like during the summer, if I remember correctly, of
What's good,
2012.
Dynasty?
And then we didn't get the actual reveal that Bully was the mastermind until lockdown. If I remember correctly, that's like the spring of 2013. That shit
The
went on way too long.
nerve,
And
yeah,
then
the
and then the other issue with Aces and Eights is that when you have any faction, and this isn't a TNA thing, this is a wrestling thing. Any faction in a wrestling company, the goal is to get new people over. Aces and Eights, it only benefited Bully. It got Bully over. It raised his stock, but nobody else got over. Like who else? They had like what?
Right.
I mean, they
That's a
had like
fact.
Derek
but
Bischoff.
look
Nobody
at the
could have
people who were but look at the people
That is
who
a
were in that group.
fact.
Bro, look back at the people that were in that group, man. A bunch of
Right,
no names and a bunch of has-beens past their primes. Like, come on now.
right. But I will say this though. I've said this before, and it's one of those things where it's like hindsight being 2020. Aces and Eights was basically a beta test for Bullet Club. It really was. It really was.
Interesting
Dynasty
thing,
said,
that's
"Look,
interesting because soon after that, AJ Styles became a Bullet Club leader, and that shit got hot. So
Yes, yeah. So
that's
I'm
a
saying,
good.
remember, he grew his beard out, he grew his hair out, he started wearing the mascara, he had like the darker theme music, he wrestled more aggressively. It conditioned us because TNA still had a fan base back then. They hadn't fallen off completely yet, So the whole Aces and Eights, it conditioned us with the whole like gang mentality. So when AJ left TNA and went to New Japan and became the leader of the Bullet Club, it wasn't that outside of believability because we'd already saw AJ be this dark character for like what a year and a half or some shit. It
you
worked.
remember that, right?"
It transitioned perfectly. So
And
I think
wasn't like around the time where Aces and Aces coming together, Sons of Anarchy was still around.
yep,
That show,
yep.
Sons of Anarchy.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
AJ was just starting to come into this new dark character at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
And yeah, remember they actually teased that too. Remember when they had teased him joining Aces and Eights?
yeah,
When this dude
Remember,
remember him and this dude Bully, him and Bully had toasted because Aces and Eights always drank beer, bottles of beer, and
yeah.
they toasted and all that shit.
remember the fucking August 1st warning? Nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Oh God, I did a whole rant on that shit.
I'll do you one better. Remember when Samoa Joe got kidnapped by a bunch of ninjas and no one explained that?
Yeah, that's Nate's. That's like Nate's favorite shit.
Oh my
You know
Nate will
what's
never
god.
great?
forget that.
You know what's great? What's great is like if you actually interview Joe in real life, he's been interviewed before where people will say, "Hey Joe, like who were the ninjas?" Like this is one interview he did. Like it was a while, about like 5-6 years ago. He was in WWE at the time, and somebody asked him who the fuck were the ninjas. And as they asked him that, Joe was like, "What's that? Shh, you're cutting out. I can hear you. I gotta go.
We're never gonna know who the ninjas is. The ninjas
Oh
is
my
like the
God.
briefcase that Vince McMahon had for Jimmy Snuka.
Oh Jesus.
The briefcase.
Like
Yo,
the ninjas is in the motherfucking WWE vault too.
hey, Sandman, have you had a chance to look at the? Because this is relevant to wrestling topic. Have you had a chance to watch Marky D's most recent video?
I always watch Marky D. That's my dude.
Right.
Always
to
watch
anyone
Marky.
out there, or to anyone out there that hasn't watched it yet, it was one of his shorter videos. It was only 10 minutes, and he was basically just talking about the future of all these different contracts that are about to expire, and or, who he thought was going where, and just off the top of my head, some names he mentioned: Camille from TNA, not TNA. Gosh, I'm tired. Camille from NWA,
NWA,
EC3 from NWA, Alex Hammerstone from MLW. He's up soon. Okada from New Japan, he's up. MJF, Ziggler, his no competes about to run out. Drew still hasn't re-upped yet for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't think I seen this video. When he did this today.
Yeah. It's like a 10-minute video where he was just going through just different people who will be free agents soon.
Video. Okay.
Yeah, he was going through people who will be free agents soon, and he was just kind of giving his predictions on where he thought they were going to go. Me personally, I think Camille's going to go to TNA. I think she's bred for WWE, and I mean this in a respectful way because I like Camille, but she's too similar to Jade. She's just White Jade. Imagine that name, White Jade. So,
White Jade.
So yeah, I think she can go to TNA and just cook over there. Hammerstone, I'm a big fan of Hammer. He's got a lot of options because if he goes to AEW, he can bring Richard Holiday with him and they can reform the Dynasty, or he can go to WWE.
I seen they was both on what's that? This dude Yves Saint Laurent stable, the WTF or whatever the fuck it's called. This dude, my dude Richard Holiday, he just joined them. He just joined them the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because remember this dude, Hammerstone is already there. And I would say this about Hammerstone. Hammerstone would make a great fit for NXT. He would fit perfectly in NXT.
Yeah, for sure.
And like he would go to NXT and have Braun Breaker finally get called up to the main roster.
Yeah, he could definitely take Braun's spot for sure. I'm guessing they're just waiting for the Rumble to call up Braun. I don't know why he's still down there, but since it's almost Rumble time anyway, you may as well just wait. Out of that, or maybe he'll be in this U.S. title tournament on SmackDown. Maybe
against.
I already started
against Grayson Waller. Against Grayson Waller, though, he would be you're gonna have a heel versus a heel.
Well, you know how it is on NXT. When they call them up, half the time the characters are different anyway.
Yeah, but really, against what a way! They're probably gonna debut Axiom, if anything.
It was good, everybody.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, you crystal clear now.
My guess that NXT guy that's going to debut is either going to be Axiom or Tyler Bate.
It's going to be Bate. That's my prediction.
Yeah, Bate is definitely
I thought he got fired. He's still there?
Tyler Bate's been on NXT.
It's either going to be Bate or it's going to be a Gacy.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he got fired.
That dude should have been. You want to talk about a motherfucker that should have been on the main roster for years? That's one right there. Tyler Bate is incredible.
Bro, you remember his matches with Gunther and Pete Dunne?
That was pure brutality. Yes. Anybody versus Gunther is pure brutality.
Nah, but that
goes some real G shit. I hate what they did with Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne was a killer, and they watered him down.
What they should do is that they should call up forgot his name. Trix's manager.
Carmelo.
Yeah, Mela. They should call it Mela. Not call it bait to the Rumble. Say bait for the
That
Rumble.
trick. I still say that song. Matter of fact, told you this. You said that shit too. That song don't make no sense for him because
The
you say
funniest,
whoop that trick.
Right.
the
Like you
funniest part.
basically want people. That's like whoop that trick means beat up Trick Williams. Whoop that trick, beat him up.
Well, he
Right.
he says it as a catchphrase. So
The funniest part about Trick's about Trick's theme is Booker T. Is Booker T's going, yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
What?
but
All right
the
now.
funny thing is it fits though. That's the crazy thing.
It fits. It's just the lyrics, like whoop that trick. It's like it does fit, but it's just like
Booker T
it's
makes
the
it work.
equivalent to motherfuckers chanting "You suck" to Kurt Angle.
I just think they're just like 15 years too late. It's like something Crime Time should have did like in fucking 2007. That's just how.
Booker T makes that theme work.
Man.
Right? Like Hustle and Flow ain't
Right.
What year Hustle and Flow came out?
That was like 06, 07. That was a good minute ago.
06,
If
07.
it wasn't for Booker T, that theme wouldn't have worked.
Right. That's what I mean when I say WWE is like it's like they're behind the times, and that's not always the case. Like they used to have their finger on the pulse whenever something was like socially relevant, but now it's like when something's socially relevant, they'll catch on like fucking a decade later. Like, okay.
Yo, Action Andretti. Yo, what happened to Action Andretti, yo?
Action Andretti.
You got Tony Khan.
No, Action Andretti's been teaming up with Top Flight lately.
Who gives a shit about that?
Well, hold on, Top Flight. Isn't that these dudes?
Dante Martin and Darius Martin.
How
Yes.
many times they died?
The problem is
too, but they're crazy.
Well, the problem is Dante Martin keeps getting injured. That's the problem.
But real quick.
Bro, did you see his last injury though? His whole ankle twisted all the way around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was because of
Penta.
Penta Zero Mero.
That dude leg almost turned into Big Show's leg.
Oh, that shit rivaled.
Fucking leg was like
Nah, that shit rivaled Psycho Sid's leg break. Come on now.
Oh,
nothing's worse.
Nobody could be like Psycho Sid's leg.
Nobody. Break his leg.
Nothing's worse than Psycho Sid's.
Nothing.
It came close.
I was fucking horrified when I seen that shit.
I gotta find that. I gotta find that.
I'll never forget that shit. When motherfuckers showed that shit, because remember the shit was fucking live, and he did that shit. Motherfuckers like, oh, that's fake. I'm like, how can you fake a leg?
I showed that to my brother. My brother turned away immediately.
Every time, man. If you're a big dude and you're not Vader or Bam Bam Bigelow, it's never gonna end well.
John, look at Sid. You gotta expand your arsenal, Sid. I want you to go off the top rope, Dow Zim style from Street Fighter with a big boot. How you have this dude like 8 feet tall catching this dude with a big boot from the top rope?
How it really went. It went like this. You go like Sid, bro. You gotta fly, bro. You gotta fly, bro.
Oh my!
You gotta fly.
You gotta fly, bro.
Fly, bro. Good lord.
You gotta fly, bro. You gotta do some aerial moves, bro.
Now, my favorite.
You gotta expand your arsenal. You gotta expand your arsenal. Sid.
My favorite Russo one was the Jay Lethal, Ric Flair one, where Jay knew he had a segment with Ric Flair, but he didn't know what he was saying, so he went up to Russo to see, okay, what are we doing? And Russo was like, bro, here's the thing, bro. We can't script Flair because Flair doesn't want to script, bro. So I can't script you anything because I don't know what Flair's going to say, bro. So you need to meet up with Flair, bro, and the bar, bro, have some drinks with him, bro, and figure it out. So then Jay goes to Rick and says, hey, Rick, my name is Jay Lethal. We're going to be doing this segment for 10 minutes. What do you want to do? And Rick just says, I'll see you out there. Woo! Woo!
I sent you out there.
man.
Woo!
Ric Flair.
Well, on the bright side, it got us that killer segment between those two where they did
Oh,
that.
that was the
new
funniest
one.
segment of all time.
That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Y'all ever seen this dude Ric Flair on Tyson's podcast? He had him there as a host from before.
Were they smoking weed in that podcast?
Of course.
Okay. No, but real quick though, Victor Wembanyama had a monster game today. The game's still going on right now. Bulls are up 119 to 109. Victor Wembanyama's stats: 21 points, 20 rebounds, 5 blocks.
Damn. The
Beast
fuck? This dude sound like a player from NBA Jam.
The sad part is that he needs to gain weight. He's probably like what 7'3".
Nah, fuck that. If he gains weight, then he probably might fuck up his game. Like him pulling numbers like that.
No, what I'm not
he
saying,
needs to gain weight.
I'm not saying that he should be 260, but 235 maybe. 235, 240. That's not
So
that
what?
much.
He's skinny like Yao Ming or some shit.
Skinnier than Yao.
God damn. How you skinny than Yao Ming?
Have you
Run out of water
seen?
for dinner.
Have you seen Chet Holmgren, the center for the Thunder?
Nah.
Yeah, I think he's this white boy center. He's like 7'1", 197. That's the only person that I can compare.
Send me the video. You know I'll be watching that shit.
Yeah.
Now Manute Ball. Talking about Manute Ball. Manute Ball, that dude was like 8 feet tall and like 80 pounds. Fucking Manute Ball. How you know about you showing your age, Dynasty? How you remember Manute Ball?
Let me find
That
him.
nigga Manute Ball, like he was taller than Yao Ming. But yeah, B. What you gonna call it?
Found him. So let me share
Seth
it to
Rollins, though. Yeah, send it to me and shit. Seth Rollins, B. He said he don't mind working with Punk.
Who said
But
that?
he ain't putting them over.
Oh hell no.
I think he'll do business.
No, he won't. They already.
You don't think he'll do business? You don't think Seth Rollins will let him win the strap if it comes to that?
Hell, not at Mania.
Not after they shoot for a while.
They're gonna fight at Mania. Like, I think that match should definitely be at Mania.
That's gonna be the Saturday main event.
Yeah, but I don't see Seth dropping the belt to Punk at Mania.
It's going
I
to
can
be
see that. Tope ain't seeing that. Tope was like, "Fuck him."
Oh god, Tope will have a freaking rant of a lifetime.
Oh man, I love it.
Toph will have a mini. Toph will kill everybody if that's the main event. The Saturday main event.
I mean, he's begging for Bobby.
He's built. Okay, he's talking about. Okay, he's built just like him. I got you, Dynasty.
He begging for Bobby Lashley to spear him. So hey,
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, that article is funny. Like, and I agree with Bobby Lashley. I really do, because how much times these motherfuckers, not only CM Punk, but these other motherfuckers just come in out of nowhere. They did this and they did that. They left the company. They went to Hollywood. They left the company, went to the opposition, whatever, right? And you got these other motherfuckers, the other superstars that's been there traveling all year trying to earn their spot. Just to have those dudes come out of nowhere from the outside and just get a big marquee spot.
Didn't Drew say that?
I agree with Bobby Lashley.
Didn't Drew say that? Not Bobby?
Nah, Drew said that.
Bobby said it too.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Bobby just said like he hopes CM Punk just doesn't have everything given to him without the hard work.
Well, like I said before, whether you want to include this or you want to include the UFC stuff, he's already a hypocrite, because, and I'm not a UFC guy, but I know in the UFC, there's a totem pole, Bellator, there's like smaller scale stuff. Punk skipped all that and he went straight to those main UFC cards, that a lot of people work their whole career to be on top of, and he just went straight to it and got a huge payday just because of his name. In 2013, his last year before he quit, his whole thing was, I keep losing the part-time guys. Lost to Taker, lost to Brock, lost to Rock, and he's like, hey Vince, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and he kept losing. And so now he's coming in, and he's basically going to get a push over like Gunther, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes. So it's like, you are what you hate. That's the irony of it, because in that John Cena promo, he
They
said,
called him the New York Yankees.
yeah, he said, you are the New York Yankees, so there you go. So he's a
So
hypocrite.
Dynasty said, "Time to fuck out." Lashley did the same thing. Oh
No,
shit!
No, he did
Lashley-
not. No, he
no,
did
he
not,
didn't
Dynasty.
actually.
No,
Lashley actually
did not.
went through. Lashley was actually on Bellator and all that.
Yeah, he
stuff.
never Lashley never went to UFC. Lashley was in like
No.
Strikeforce and
Didn't
I
Lashley
think
go
what
independent?
I
Didn't
think
Lashley
what
go
he's
independent
referring
in
to
Bellator?
is he's referring to Lashley leaving and coming back to WWE. That happened, but
After going to
Lashley was
TNA
not
for a little
pushed to the championship day one. He was still booked in awful storylines like the
hell yeah.
Oh God!
Remember his tranny sisters?
Oh
Right.
God!
His sisters,
Don't
one of
even
them
bring that up.
was
Matter of
that
fact,
chick
hold
from-
up. Let me look it up right now. Let me see how long it took for him to
Like
actually
Bobby
win.
Lashley, they definitely was fucking up
When
when
did
he
he
first
come
came back.
One
Remember,
of
he
them
was
Max. One
he
of the
was
sisters
Baron
was
Corbin Bum's henchman. Like they didn't know
One of
what the fuck you do with him. Remember when this dude? Hold on, Black. So I got you. Remember when he was with this dude? Fucking what's my dude name?
Leo Rush.
Leo Rush. When Leo Rush was his manager, and Leo Rush was telling this dude Bobby Lashley to show his butt. He was
I
like,
remember that.
Bro,
he was like,
really?
"Come on,
Oh, he
come on,
was-
show that
he was
butt,
doing-
man,
they had him-
show those
They had him
glutes."
doing the Ginyu Force poses, bro. We are
Yeah.
the Ginyu Force.
I'm like,
Bro,
why
really?
is this
I'm
dude
like,
Bobby
why?
Lashley showing his ass? Like, my dude, you was a walking Armageddon. What are we doing here?
Realistically, I thought Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush could have been a dope ass team.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Could have
You
been.
need to have,
Definitely.
bro. You need to have Leo Rush freaking wrestle. Like, come on now, dude is
He
legit.
got him as a
in the ring.
fucking manager. You know why? Because they punished him. Because given the fact that what they was on backstage antics, because
The
they
Oscar
was trying
promo.
to, they
Or
was
the
trying to,
Oscar feed.
they was trying to basically have this dude like a doja. This dude Leo
Okay.
Rush.
I
Like when
got
it came
I got
to,
the.
hold on, give me a second,
I got.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Joe. Like, remember, they had this dude trying to carry bags and all that shit, Leo Rush. And Leo Rush wasn't trying to do that. Basically, they were trying to demean him in front of his wife. And, he was like, no, I'm not carrying your bags and shit like that. Do you know who I am? And not only that, he wanted to get paid more. So Vince McMahon basically punished him and kept him as a manager, knowing the fact that Leo Rush wanted to wrestle. But go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I got the dates. Bobby Lashley returned to WWE April 9th, 2018. This would have been a Raw after Mania. I want to say it was the Raw after WrestleMania 34, I think. And then when he won the WWE Championship against The Miz, it was March 1st, 2021. So 2019, 2020, 2021. So yeah, the Lashley, he had to work his way back up the card. He did not have one of those like, you're back, here's the belt. Like, no. He
Not
Definitely.
but one of the sisters, what caster?
Yeah, it was Mass Cassie. Yeah, go figure.
Yeah. Mhm.
Go figure.
I remember the first time I saw Britt Baker.
Yeah, he does go both ways.
The first time I saw Britt Baker, she was in a squash against Nia. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I also remember Scarlett being one of her opponents too.
Like I remember the very first time I saw Sasha and Charlotte was at the Mania in San Francisco as one of as one of the ladies in Triple H's entrance.
Oh, what were the Valkyries? The Valkyries with the mask and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
They all pay their dues somehow. Like I said, like most of these motherfuckers, if not all of them, they're homegrown WWE talent. It's just that they wasn't like I guess you could say a wrestler. They was probably helping to build the ring, maybe build the stage, maybe be a bodyguard or a janitor.
being
Like
being one of being one of
the
being one of Pat
gangsters.
Patterson's boyfriends.
Yeah, you can't forget about Patty.
Oh Lord.
Can't forget about Patty. He's like,
Yeah,
if you play with my
you have to pay your
level,
dues
you
of
will have
Pat.
a job forever.
But real quick, there's going to be a 30 for 30 movie about the 97 Heisman. I clearly remember that Heisman Trophy race. The interesting part about that race,
Came out with a couple of movies, 30 for 30.
like a few things about that, like about that Heisman race, real quick. There were 3 Hall of Famers that went to New York that night, and the 3 Hall of Famers were Randy Moss, Peyton Manning, and Charles Woodson. There's only one bust, one NFL draft bust, and that NFL draft bust turned out to be a Leaf. Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf was the only one who turned out to be a bust in that entire race that year. And the only reason why
that Charles Woodson.
The only reason why Charles Woodson won the Heisman that year was because Peyton Manning couldn't beat Florida. Florida every single year beat the living shit out of Tennessee and Peyton Manning. Every single game was an ass whooping. And Florida, there were 2 teams that was Peyton Manning's kryptonite his entire career. One was the Patriots, Bill Belichick. The other was Florida, Steve Spurrier and Mike Stoops. He could never beat those 2 teams. He only beat those 2 teams 3 times his entire career. That's just an amazing stat about Peyton Manning. And Randy, of course, was Randy. Randy's the greatest receiver of all time, or the greatest receiver in our era.
Agreed.
Huh?
No, I just said agreed.
Yeah. Randy Moss was the greatest receiver that I ever seen. What he did to the Cowboys that Thanksgiving Day was stuff of legend.
I still remember that cowboy. Even I know about the old-fashioned cowboy memes. All I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Ah!
Yeah, the Cowboys was popping at that time, man. Like
he only caught 3 passes that game. All 3 were for touchdowns.
But I'm old
remember
school. I'm old school. I remember when the Cowboys was popping with like Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, the triplets. Aikman, Smith,
Bro,
and
man, I was such a fucking mark. I remember when Kevin Green was in WCW and Flair was feuding with Kevin Green and Mongo. And then Bobby Heenan was saying some shit. Bobby Heenan said some shit like, "What if Flair shows up at the Green Bay game?" And my Mark asked I tuned into the game expecting to see Ric Flair. I thought Ric Flair was going to show up at the football field and like do a run in and cost Green Bay
the championship game.
I got one better. Remember the Survivor Series? Who was it again with the Survivor Series? The football teams against the $1 Million Corporation?
Wasn't that Mania? Yeah. Wasn't that Mania that year too?
That was Survivor Series, wasn't it? Oh no, it was Mania. It was Mania.
Yeah, that was Mania.
Who was? Yeah, it was cute. That was LT and Bam Bam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, LT and Bam Bam. Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was. I'm back.
Mongo was in that match.
No, I gotta pull that up. Like, oh man, YouTube, please don't hit me.
That
shit was
Reggie White was in that match.
Yeah, that's the first the first time this dude Mongo McMichael was on wrestling television.
Like, interestingly enough, Mongo was supposed to be in a match with Reggie White, but Reggie White got a tricep injury.
Yeah, this was really bad at the time. Vince was just trying to get any kind of publicity, any kind.
Those are good memories, though, man. Like But Bam Bam doing the job to Lawrence Taylor, like
That was one of the best celebrity matches I ever seen. The only match that tops Bam Bam versus Lawrence Taylor was Bad Bunny versus Priest this year.
oh, we was here for
That
that.
was a good match.
We remember we had a great time in that watch party. We had a really good time.
Well, Bad Bunny is okay
Like-
because he's actually a wrestling fan. He respects the business, so I can tolerate it more with Bad Bunny. My issue with celebrity versus wrestling has always been like the celebrity's not going to be here tomorrow. The wrestlers are. So, but clearly they rewarded Damian Priest for, that's why he won Money in the Bank,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, for
obviously.
For
True
sure.
that.
Yeah.
True that. Well,
Uh-huh.
I don't mind the celebrities showing up when it comes to wrestling, all different types of wrestling when it comes to celebrities. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. You're gonna try to attract as much eyes as possible. You're gonna have to put your product out there, when it comes to promotion. My thing is just celebrities, I want them to know what the fuck is going on within the product.
Yeah, Dynasty,
So
that's what I was saying. I was saying
so what I
WCW
look
had.
for.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead. You good.
No, but Dynasty's right. WCW had Reggie White versus Mongo, but Reggie White tore his triceps. Yeah, tore his tricep that year, and couldn't go in that match.
Yeah, like I'm always for the celebrities getting incorporated in wrestling. You know what I mean? We had a lot of fun times when celebrities was in wrestling. We also had a lot of bad times, but
there have been plenty of bad celebrity matches. I have a top 5 bad celebrity matches.
Go ahead. Go right now. Go ahead. Say it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, number 5 was Floyd versus Big Show.
Oh God,
I thought that one was okay.
Yeah, I think it was okay, but
I like the build to it. I like the build.
The problem with that match, it was way overhyped.
Yeah, it was. 4.
I liked it because to me that match is WrestleMania. That's what WrestleMania was built on. It was a hybrid of wrestlers, athletes, and celebrities.
Yeah, fair enough.
I see what you're saying though.
4 is Mr. T versus Roddy Piper.
Yeah, that was the Disney shit. So I'll give you that one. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing that night.
Yo, you on a roll. I got you.
3 was trying to think here because I'm trying to think of the names, but I think it was in a Mania. I think it was a tag team match. It was Melina and John Morrison.
Oh, the shit was Snooki.
Yeah, Snooki.
Yeah. The Snooki match. Yeah.
That shit was very bad. It was.
That was fucking disaster.
Man, I felt bad for John Morris. I felt bad.
Melina wasn't in the. No, wait, hold up. Melina wasn't in the match. She was mad that she wasn't in the match. Right.
It was Trish Stratus and Lay Cool that were in the match.
Oh, okay.
I felt bad for John Morrison. Why you put him with that shit?
He was mad about that. Remember, didn't
he
Snooki
should have been mad
Melina?
about that.
No,
Melina, and he got mad about that.
No, Melina wasn't in the match. Melina had nothing to do with it. The reason you're thinking about Melina, the reason you're thinking about her was she was mad because she thought that Snooki and Trish took her spot, and I was at that show. Wow, I forgot I was at that show. Yeah. When the match was
you forgot? Wasn't that WrestleMania?
Dude, Mania 20, dude. Mania 27
you forgot you was at WrestleMania,
Mania because the show sucked. Mania 27
it was bad.
Good, bro.
Yeah, it was. Was it at the same Mania when Cena went against The Rock? Was it the same Mania?
No, Cena went up against The Miz.
Yeah,
that's your number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Mr. T versus Roddy Piper. That was number 4.
When you said that, like you awakened a memory in me. Because my grandmother, God rest her soul, she was with us back then. She saw John Morrison's what's that? What do you call it when like you're in what do you call it, dude? Like when you're on camera and like someone offers the handshake and you just no sell it.
Oh, you mean like his cue, like a cue?
You know,
When
it's
it's like,
like
oh,
if you're on camera, it's like like when you're watching an award show and like you go on
cue,
stage.
yeah, cue cards.
Right, but like someone's trying to give you a handshake or give you a hug, and you just kind of shrug them off, But anyway, Trish tried to give John Morrison a hug, and John told her to fuck off. He pushed her off. I remember that. My grandmother remember she pointed it out to me, and I didn't notice it when I was there live. Then I watched it back on tape, and I was like, "Oh shit, you're right." So yeah,
Wow, that's
he was gone
crazy.
later
So
that year.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't blame him for doing that because what he look like hugging her, knowing damn well your wife is mad at her. So that'll make John Morrison look crazy behind the scenes. Like, you hugging this bitch, even though she took my spot.
Number two is a bit controversial, but I might as well say it. Was that tag team match between Jade and Shaq versus Cody? And
You know what? I never watched that.
That was
I
a
never
good
watched
match,
that
though.
match.
That was a very good tag team match.
Yeah. Like a lot of people would say that's good. That's what I said that's controversial. Number one isn't controversial. Number one with Jenna Maraska versus.
Oh God. That's like the worst match in wrestling history. Period.
I got a good one for you. WCW, DDP and Jay Leno versus Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan.
Oh
I'll tell you about
God.
mine. That's number two.
That's your like I was talking to this dude Black Star earlier that I just finished watching The Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls documentary.
Jordan was a massive asshole.
That's what reminded me of that. Number one is Jenna Mascara against Sharmell.
Oh God.
That fucking disaster.
That wasn't even wrestling. I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was Sharmell just being Sharmell. She's not a wrestler, and the other chick was just thought she was at the fucking strip club. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
To quote Bryan Alvarez,
like, what?
The sexy dance was the topper of that entire match.
To quote Bryan Alvarez, to quote Bryan Alvarez, -5 stars.
Yeah, that shit, around that time, when he said that shit went viral before viral was a thing. -5 stars.
He said that it seemed that Jenna Maraska was Survivor just to get the hardcore port.
Oh, Dynasty got a good one. He got a point with this one. I'm gonna say it's Shelly Martinez versus Rebel was worse because at least the other two weren't wrestlers.
True.
That was that on was that girls' night? One night only?
One night only. That was
I got a good one. I got a good one. It came near the end of WCW. Most don't even know about this one. If I say it out loud out of context, you're gonna think I'm fucking with you. The Outsiders versus the Porn Stars.
When was this?
See, I told you you guys wouldn't know.
Was that a dark match?
Yeah, no, go on YouTube, put in WCW Nitro Outsiders versus Porn Stars.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Dude, Nash was wearing a FUBU shirt.
Yeah, he was wearing FUBU.
Oh wait, I think I remember that one. I remember the FUBU shirts that they wore, but
yeah, they wrestled like these two like brunette chicks with like big boobs or some shit. It was like in the dying days of
NWO versus the Outsiders versus the Porn Stars.
Yeah, put that in. I put Outsiders versus Porn Stars Nitro. You should see like Hall wearing like some fucking like Jay Leno looking like talk show host. He's totally wasted.
Like that's supposed to be a joke though. Like that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Are they famous porn stars? The porn stars.
I assume
okay, I
so.
see it right now.
Yeah, I'm
I don't remember this shit. I don't remember this.
I know it was near the end. Nobody does.
The only thing I remember about that is the FUBU shirts. That's it.
Nash always wear FUBU.
Yeah, Luger, Nash, Conan, all of them was repping FUBU every week.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the like about the list? Think it's a good?
That's-
That was a
good
good. It's a
list,
really
yeah.
good list. It's a
Yeah,
really
very
good
I
good
think
list.
list.
accurate. As soon as you said that Charmel match, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot about that shit.
That's why I said
That's
number one's not
blocked out
controversial.
about memory.
Number one's not
Shit.
controversial. Number one is unanimously hated for being a bad match.
Oh my lord.
Wonder how much Charmel was paid for that.
Not enough.
Yep, there it is.
This was at 99? Good lord.
Yep.
Phoenix's WCW country. Wow.
Oh man.
I have to find this match.
WCW, WWE, all fair use. WWE, all fair use.
Here come the porn stars.
Let's get to the match. I want to see who the porn stars are. Yeah, let me see who they were. Oh God, the Harris bums. None of the Harris bums.
No, 3 porn stars.
Who these? Really? Look at this bitch tits. That don't make no sense. Come on, yeah. Yo, these bitches look dusty. Come on now. I'm figuring that. Come on, WCW could have afforded some legitimate porn star bitches. Look at this bitch tits. This shit is retarded.
You can tell that shit is fake. Look at Nash. He's like, what the hell is this shit?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
even Nash is wondering what the fuck is this. Oh God.
I told you, bro. I told you, dying days of WCW. Nobody remembers this shit for good reason.
I swear to God.
Oh, this is honorable
Definitely
mention.
dying.
This is honorable mention. It's bad, but it's not honorable mention. The more I'm watching it, the more I should put it in the list.
Yeah, what an easy payday for Scotty.
I don't know what's worse, the way they look or Scott having to actually sell this shit.
Oh, this is number 3 now. I changed my mind.
They could, like I said, they could have at least had some notable porn stars. Like, come on now, like these are some chicks that they found in catering or some shit.
You know the best part of this. This is where Eric Bischoff got the idea for a 3-minute warning with Umaga. Because if you remember that one time when 3-minute warning beat up the lesbians,
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, damn.
That was funny.
Like I changed my mind. This is number 5.
That was good.
Yeah,
This is number 5.
3-minute warning. 3-minute warning. Low key is like top 5 gimmicks all time. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. It didn't matter who you were. You could be a referee,
Hell
an
yeah.
announcer.
Well, I want to say top three.
Bishop's.
You know what it is? I want to say 3. I want to say top 3, but they definitely served that purpose. When it comes to that shock value, I think when they started fucking up with 3-minute warning is when they made them like a tag team. They shouldn't have been there. They should have just been motherfuckers that just come out and wash you up and go about their business. That's it.
What he did, the Fabulous Moolah alone will put them top 3.
Yo, Fabulous Moolah is tough as fuck. Like she took beats, bro.
Moolah and Mae Young, both of them.
But what I liked about what I liked about 3-minute warning is like they didn't give a fuck who you were. Like it didn't matter. Like they beat the fuck out of you regardless. my favorite jackass moment was when Umaga kept beating up Steve-O because Steve-O didn't know how to sell. He didn't know he was supposed to sell.
Oh my god.
Like I said, what they did to Fabulous Moolah alone will put them top 3. That alone put them in the top 3.
Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. So yeah, B. So
The
what y'all
funniest-
got planned for Christmas and all that? Be like, I don't even know if I'm going live for Christmas. I might, but I might not. I'm definitely going live for New Year's. I know that. If
Christmas.
not New Year's, maybe definitely like after New Year's Day. I gotta check my schedule. But
Like
what y'all got planned for Christmas?
1 year, I swear, what we should do 1 year is that like we should all pick a place and go like, okay, we're gonna do a live show, just like all four of us.
Yeah, I was saying that about WrestleMania. I would say that we could do WrestleMania, but like times is hard right now. We can all agree to that.
Yeah, it is.
The economy is shit.
Like all four of us should like pick a place, get an Airbnb there, and just
It's
just
gonna
do a
happen.
live show on Christmas.
It's gonna happen. Like I was I did want us to do the whole Philadelphia shit for WrestleMania. I really did, but shit happens.
And
Them
then
tickets already sold out. As a matter of fact, I think them tickets already sold out. WrestleMania. Matter of fact, you told us so. You told us WrestleMania's already sold out.
this is like all money. Like all money goes to charity that day.
Fuck out of here. I'm charity.
It's Christmas. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I said it.
Don't get scammed, nigga.
Right. The shit go to charity. Charity be all right. The charity got the millionaires and billionaires donating to them. I ain't no millionaire or billionaire.
True.
Shit, I'm barely 1,000 there. Giving no damn charity. They gonna eat. They be all right.
True, but it's to make it. I mean, just to keep the overlords happy.
Shit, fuck that.
I'm gonna be chilling on Christmas. I finally got my. I think my first time saying it out loud. Yeah, I got my PS5 like about 2.5 weeks ago.
Hey, welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, I got my yeah. Shout outs to Sega, by the way, for like just fucking shadow dropping like all these OG games coming back out of nowhere.
Hold on for Toph real quick.
Yo, Crazy Taxi looks sick. Golden Axe looks sick. Streets of Rage looks sick. I'm like, oh, word? Like, oh man, when I seen that trailer that I sent you, Toph, I'm like, oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. So what are they trying to do? Are they gonna put this shit on PlayStation, or are they gonna basically have outlets somewhere else when it comes to these revamped games?
Like this is for Toph joining the dark side. Hold on a second.
This is your brain.
It's gonna be after this commercial.
Hot chicken.
Get it together.
Oh god.
that new Dragon Ball game looks pretty good too.
You should have played Blackster. You should have played the Ministry theme.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
It's called
you should have played Roman Reigns theme.
It's called like Sparking something. It's Budokai Tenkaichi 4, but they changed the name to like Sparking, whatever.
I might have to check that game out, honestly.
Oh, that's the Undertaker shower music. That dude didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was hot though. That the corporate.
I ain't gonna lie. Taker with the Rock theme was kicking, honestly.
Yeah, I'll give him
that. When they were a team,
yeah. When that, and then he transitioned to the Limp Bizkit rolling, man, that shit.
Oh god,
rolling.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was fire though.
The Limp Bizkit was popping at the time too. That's when WWE had their ear to the streets.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's when they had their finger on the pulse of. They tried to fucking get Jay-Z and Fabulous. It didn't happen, but they tried to get him.
Yeah, they did. They wanted. Matter of fact, I'll dig the knife deeper. Remember, they tried to have John Cena battle Jay-Z at WrestleMania. You remember that?
What?
Rumor?
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know
New
that
York, right? The New York one.
No,
I don't know if it was a New
Seattle,
York one, but
WrestleMania.
that was a strong rumor. But Jay-Z turned it down.
No. Yeah,
Wow.
it was WrestleMania 19. If you can find, I mean, they didn't do pre-shows back then, but
Yeah, I
back then,
remember. I
back then
remember
Sunday
that.
Night
They
Heat was still a thing. And if you remember, the Heat used to like lead into whatever the pay-per-view was.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
Heat, Cena came out and he did a rap verse and he called out Jay-Z and Fabulous, and they actually tried to get them. Jay-Z had like other commitments, and I don't know what happened with Fabulous, but the fact that they tried
Oh, the
to,
one in
first of all,
Safeco,
like,
right? The one in Safeco Field.
yeah. Like, first
Yeah.
of all, the fact that first that Vince even knew who the fuck Jay-Z and Fabulous were, firstly, and then
He
the
has to get
fact they
clued in.
actually tried to
Vince
get
has to
them.
get clued in.
Well,
Right, the
you know,
fact they
shit.
actually tried
I
to
ain't
get
gonna lie.
them.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Shane told Vince, like, "Yo,
Yeah, Vince
you
has
know,
to get
Right.
clued in.
Shane definitely know what's going on." You know what I mean? I
Right.
won't be surprised if Shane gave this dude Vince the heads up.
Yeah, but the fact that they tried to get them, like, that shows you that at that point in time, like, they were clued in on like what was going on. And don't forget, man, like, fucking Mark Henry came out on a fucking random episode of
Yeah.
SmackDown to 3-6 Mafia. That's what gets me. It wasn't a Mania
on
or
a
a SummerSlam.
SmackDown at that.
That
Just
was
a random episode of SmackDown.
that was by far.
Because wasn't it they was at Memphis, wasn't it? Wasn't
Yeah.
it at Tennessee that night? Yeah, man.
The only other wrestler theme matched the wrestler was Mark Henry at 3-6 Mafia and the $1 Million Man and his theme.
As soon as
that they matched.
I don't got anything personal against the dude because I've thrown him under the bus before, but to me he sparked the beginning of the end when WWE started falling off as far as like the culture is concerned was when they fucking got that Flo Rida guy. That
Oh,
he was
God.
doing all the
Yeah,
That
Flo
was Miami,
Rida.
right? The Miami Mania.
You know why they did that with Flo Rida? It's just that he's safe. You know,
Yeah.
like they felt like, you know, Flo Rida, the family could be at the arena.
Fuck safe,
when
he's
he
cookie cutter.
performs, and he got safe music.
Fuck safe, he's
right.
cookie.
They got him. They got what was it? Machine Gun Kelly. The Poppy chick Triple H had a boner for.
This
Like, you know,
yo, who is this Poppy bitch? Like, you guys look at some talk about
Go
this.
back,
Poppy.
Sandman. Go back to the takeovers at the Performance Center.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like this emo rock
She
star.
did. Yeah, she did several songs for them on Takeover. Triple H loved her, but she was like into rock, gothic, emo shit. You know, like basically white people music.
So yeah, man, you on the dog side with the PS5. What games you got?
Yeah, I got my PS5 about 2.5 weeks ago. I got a shitload of games to finally get into.
Okay, what you
I'm trying
got?
to get into this. Oh, I got the new Spider-Man. I got the,
that new Spider-Man kicks ass.
Okay.
That game.
Yo, speaking of that, fuck the VGAs, yo. The Video Game Awards. Like, how the fuck? I don't care. I'm saying low-key racism when it comes to that.
Why?
Y'all didn't give Spider-Man 2 not one award. Not one. They got nominated for seven awards. And they ain't won one award. And this game was like, this shit killed when it comes to sales. Spider-Man
because Donald Trump dick suckers think that Marvel went woke.
Like, this is some bullshit, and I think they did that.
They think everybody. Man, they think everybody that doesn't agree with them goes woke. They think everybody that doesn't agree with their ideologies and agendas are woke. Like, what?
Which is blah blah blah, white power, blah blah blah.
I think what happens with a lot of comic book shit is a lot of people don't do their homework and shit. Like last year when the Batman came out, old girl like Zoe Kravitz, I apologize if I mispronounced her name. You know, she plays Catwoman, and everybody. Yeah. I remember like some people are like, "Oh, why they got a black chick playing Catwoman? They making it woke," and I'm just like, dude. Like anyone who says that, like y'all don't know Batman because the first ever
they don't read
live
fucking
action
Eartha Kitt.
Right. The first ever live action Catwoman was a black woman.
Eartha
and then
Kitt.
of course
talk your shit, Toe.
Right, and
Talk your shit.
then people were getting mad, saying, because Jeffrey Wright's a really good actor, and they're like, oh, Jeffrey Wright he's James Gordon. Oh, they made James Gordon black. It's woke, and I'm like, dude, the first ever Batman movie, fucking Billy D was Harvey Dent, and nobody gave a fuck.
Oh,
People forget
yep.
that shit. He was, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
As a matter of fact, and that,
motherfuckers. Nah, listen, they didn't forget it. They just don't read comic books, man. That's the
Storm.
problem.
but Harvey Dent on Billy D. That was the first Batman. That wasn't in the comic book.
as
That was
a
the
matter of
first
fact,
Batman.
I got the fucking
listen,
I
they
got
didn't.
Batman.
I'm saying in general for the young cats, they added it to the
Right.
comic book series. I'm like, if they can't go back in time and watch it, read the comics.
Storm
I got
is black.
I got Batman Forever and Batman
Beast
and
is black.
Robin on DVD, and I know those weren't as good as the other ones, but a lot of folks don't know that they were actually, when they first did the casting for Robin, Chris O'Donnell
shit.
wasn't the first choice. They wanted to get the Wayne brothers. Both of them
Yeah,
auditioned.
Marlon. They wanted to get Marlon Wayans. But
Marlon
Marlon
was funny.
Wayans, Marlon Wayans was going to be in Batman Returns.
Yep.
He was going to be Robin in Batman Returns, but they scrapped it.
Marlon
Yeah.
would have been funny as Robin.
Yeah.
Man,
And they
there's
never
always been.
gave a valid reason. They never gave a valid reason why they didn't go along with it.
Do they
Yeah,
really need a valid reason though?
Yeah, there's always been there's always been, so like, to all the fucking, I mean, I don't want to get too political, but to all you MAGA heads out there, there's always been diversities and comic book stuff, books, games. It's just
Storm.
for whatever reason it doesn't get the mainstream attention that it
Storm-
should. Like
Storm's always been
like
black.
I'm excited because
Yeah, ballet.
we got.
Hold on, let me look and see.
Okay.
Let me look and see when Eartha Kitt was Catwoman. But yeah, Toph is spitting facts. I don't know if it's the '60s.
Motherfuckers don't
I think it
do
probably
their
was the
history.
'60s. But Eartha Kitt
Yeah.
was definitely Catwoman.
Storm was always black. Beast.
Storm
Beast
was
played by a
never.
black guy.
Storm was always black.
Storm was always
Yeah.
black. What do you mean?
Yeah, Storm. Yeah, Storm has
All right.
always been black. Beast has always been black.
Actually, Storm ended up marrying Black Panther in the comics.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people don't do their history. It's crazy.
And I've always said, and I mean, this is like always been kind of like, this is funny. This has always been kind of like a wink, wink, like, because everybody in the black community, they knows, like, 90% of Sonic characters are black. I'm sorry, I don't care if they're fucking talking animals. Okay, Sonic is black, Knuckles is black, Shadow's black. They're all fucking black.
No,
Piccolo's
no,
in
hold
Dragon
on,
Ball.
wait. I don't know. I want to say Sonic is black. I don't know about that, but Shadow is definitely black.
Nah. Okay.
Shadow black.
The original,
I think Tails might be Puerto Rican.
the original, like the original Sonic, bro. The original Sonic is black. Like the modern Sonic,
The
and
attitude.
shit, yeah. Like I'll get you now, but like, look at this swagger that the
The
original
Sega version,
Sonic
yeah.
fucking-
Sega
I
version
sound
sounds
like a
black.
fucking IGA writer. Look at the swagger and like the mannerisms and the fucking expressions of Sonic. Sonic is black, dude. He was fucking voice acted by Steve Urkel. He's black. He's one of us.
Oh God, but that was it was two different Sonics, right? I never forget that shit. You had the Sonic that played in the morning, well, the morning during the weekdays, and you had Saturday morning Sonic. They was like night and day. The Saturday morning Sonic was lit. I never forget that shit because I used to wake up for that shit like almost every morning. But the weekday Sonic, when I had to get up and get ready for school, I see you. Like, get your goofy ass the fuck up out of here.
Since we're talking about black heroes, shout outs to the Blade game that's going to come out for the Blade movie. Don't make no damn sense.
Oh God!
How do you fuck up a Blade game? This is the second time I'm asking that. Like, all this dude does is go around, kill vampires, shoot shit up. He jumps on his bike. How you fuck that up? Many times.
Yes.
Probably the same way they fucked up a Spawn game. So
I'm telling you, when that Wolverine game comes out, oh my God, I'm gonna buy that game.
Yeah, that game's gonna be fucking fire.
And it's gonna be for the PS5. I'm buying that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'm buying
PS5
that.
is going to be lit. Like this next 5 years, the next 5 years, PS5 is telling you, Xbox need to step it up because PS5 is going to be lit this next 5 years. Trust and believe. You have Wolverine, right? You definitely got Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is shutting everything down. And I'm telling you now, that's shutting everything down. Ain't nobody doing nothing when it comes to that.
Yo,
And
Sandman did a post with Razor.
you see that shit, right?
What's that for me? What's that for me, man? What's that for me, man? How this place feel, man?
Razor should be DLC. Watch him be like
He
a
gotta
fucking,
be,
no,
yo.
not,
That'll be awesome.
not DLC. Let him be like a fucking pre-order launch edition or something.
Or he could be, you know, somebody you do missions for. You know, when you pull up and you talk to somebody and they ask you to do a mission for them, have Razor Ramon that type of character. Like, hey man.
And then every time you talk to Razor, it should have his theme music in the background. And anyone who doesn't follow wrestling will be like, what the fuck is this music?
I'm telling you, that should be hot.
If something happens to my gold, something will happen to you.
Say it again, Black Sauce. Say it again.
Well, if something happens to my gold, something will happen to you.
Yeah, you guys don't forget too. Fucking Scott Hall, he told Vince, he was like, "Hey Vince, have you ever watched Scarface?" And Vince was like, "What's a Scarface?" He didn't know what Scarface was.
Yeah, like, yo, Vince, do you watch anything other than wrestling? Jesus.
Even when you watch wrestling, you can't book it.
It's like the only thing he liked was wrestling, supposedly, and there's something about Mary. He loved There's Something About Mary.
But he can't.
I know why. I know why. Because it had toilet humor. Vince loved toilet humor.
Right. And zipper and penis humor.
You know how like Vince, there's only so much toilet jokes and dick jokes you can throw at the audience before we stop caring. Like, really?
Yeah, it's like, yo, my dude, how old are you? 5? Jesus,
yeah,
that's just
rest in peace draws, but that's the only reason he got a job was because he could puke on the spot and Vince thought it was funny.
He could puke on
he's gonna puke.
He's gonna puke.
Yo,
he's gonna puke.
Man, and for Dross to really just, you know, for him to go through what he went through, he suffered. He really suffered his whole life until he died.
One man that fucked over.
But hold on, Black Saw.
Okay.
Like, he suffered like for the duration of his life until he died, but he never, like, on screen or whatever, he never had like a bad attitude. He was never feeling some type of way. He was never.
He was always positive.
He was always positive. Like, yo, man. Like, it sucks, but damn, yo, shots go out to Droz, man. Like when it comes to him, that really sucks, and you know that was a freak accident, and
that
he might be in the Hall of Fame. Like, he literally put his body on the line, literally, and he might have to be in the Hall of Fame.
The one person that Droz fucked over, and it's sad to say it, but he fucked him over in such a way it was spectacular, was Dila.
Well,
D'Lo was about to get a push. D'Lo was about to get a push.
I don't think D'Lo did what he did on purpose. I'm not saying you saying that. It just was a freak accident. Because remember, D'Lo was doing that move all the time. It's just that I guess he landed wrong. Who knows? It was really a freak accident.
That's the scariest shit that Kevin Kelly has ever said. You know, they still got that tape in WWE HQ. Kevin Kelly said that somewhere in the headquarters is like a hidden room. Sounds like something out of Mission Impossible. There's a room, and inside this room is a bunch of tapes, and there's a little piece of paper on the door that says, "Do not open, do not what was it? Do not open, do not play." Like
all that shit.
Like everything's in that room. Like the draws.
TKO, you sound crazy in the background, TKO. TKO
the
about to go
draws.
get herself a bacon, egg, and cheese. I hear you.
Yeah, the
My
draw
bad,
squash is
man.
in there. Owens Fall is in there. Like every fucked up thing that's ever happened in WWE is in that room. Still there.
The one person that would always be in my nightmares was when you heard JR say, go to the tape, god damn it, go to the fucking tape. As soon as I heard that sound, I was like, something really fucked up happened. I can never get that sound out of my head.
Another thing I wanted to talk about, right? This dude Randy Orton and Magnus. I like to call him Magnus because I keep forgetting his actual Nick Aldis. All right.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to tease. Do you get the vibes? They're trying to tease a this modern era Stone Cold.
A Randy Orton Nick Aldis match.
I want to see that.
Like with a whole
I'm sure he was
rivalry.
happy to. I'm sure he was happy to take a bump. Definitely not how I would have booked it to happen. But hey, you got to start somewhere.
I would actually want to see that. If one person's
Because
going to
we all know Nick Aldis could still go. He can go.
Like if one person will take care of Nick Aldis, it's going to be Orton that would do it.
I saw Orton gave Riddle his flowers the other day, so big ups to him for that.
Man,
The
fuck
$100,000
that dude.
the $100,000 check, and then Nick Aldis said, "Why would you give a check for $100,000? For next time."
Wow.
Yeah, remember that shit, right?
Sorry.
Go ahead. Well, I have breaking news.
No. As you guys were talking, I was just scrolling through, my TV to see what was on. I turned my TV to Sci-Fi, and it's got Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I knew this was a bad movie. Guess what the rating for this movie is?
What?
4%. 4%.
Lord, damn. I don't care.
I was
I love Annihilation. I loved Annihilation. I know, like Annihilation. Everybody hated Annihilation, but I remember. I don't forget that time. Me and my brother, we went to go watch that shit in the movies, and we had a good time. I don't care. Like people, and it did. Everybody's burying that shit to this day. But
You got to say it like this. You got to say it like Mortal Kombat.
I think back then people were pissed for two reasons. Well, really three reasons. One, they killed off Johnny Cage in like the first fucking 5 minutes. That was lame.
People didn't like that at all.
Dude, I forgot his name. I know his name. Christopher Lambert, the original Raiden. He didn't come back. He was really good.
Yeah.
I think the Bridget chick, the really hot one who played Sonya, she also didn't come back.
Yeah,
New one was okay.
Another chick. Yeah, like everybody. Yeah, only one that stayed around was the Robin show that played Liu Kang, and
right. Katana. The Katana.
Yeah,
chick.
Katana. What's her name? Melissa Soto. Something like.
Yeah.
Her name. I forgot her name. But yeah,
I
it did rub a lot of people the wrong way. And
I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was bad, but you could tell like it was rushed because like the first movie was strictly just based off the first Mortal Kombat game, but then Annihilation it took like elements of like 2 and 3 and a little bit of like 4.
No, just 2 and 3.
I got a question for y'all.
Not 4, just 2 and 3.
I got a question for y'all. Which death was worse, Johnny Cage's death in the video game or Johnny Cage's death in that movie? Because
you mean Liu Kang's death? Liu Kang's death?
No, Johnny Cage's death. Because Johnny Cage's
death in the game.
Yeah, like I think it was in Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, that's Luke. You talking about Liu Kang's death? That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Death. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good question. I don't know if y'all ever played Deadly Alliance. But I know y'all seen Annihilation, the movie. You know what I'm saying? That's what this dude Johnny Cage had died. They were both shocking. I guess I could say Liu Kang's was more shocking because, damn, that's a really good question. Because I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. Both of them shocked me equally because you didn't know it was gonna fucking happen. And I guess I could say Liu Kang because with the Liu Kang one, you didn't know that Shang Tsung and Quan Chi was gonna team up together. And that's who killed Liu Kang in the video game because they teamed up surprisingly. They teamed up on Liu Kang and he basically snapped his neck.
They
Snapped his neck. Neck got snapped.
snapped his neck. I was like, fuck.
So that's a great question.
I never liked Quan Chi. He was lame. His design, his character. They tried.
Nobody does. Nobody likes Quan Chi.
Yeah, they tried to make him like the new Shang Tsung, and I was like, even when I was a kid, I was like, yo, man, this dude's whack. Give me Shang Tsung. Give me Shao Kahn. Like I don't like this.
Shao Kahn, that's my dude. Shao Kahn is like, man, that's my guy.
His character in Mortal Kombat 1, the Xbox One PS5 version, that was a very good adaptation of him. Talking about
he's Commander Khan now, right?
Oh, you're talking about Kotal? You talking about Kotal Khan or
No, Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn, like in Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. Okay, how the story goes in Mortal Kombat 1, Shao Kahn is always the emperor. This dude Shang Tsung, he's like the underboss. Shao Kahn's the boss.
It's like some black chick gave Shang Tsung sorcerer powers. And like that's how like Shang Tsung got his power, and then Commander Khan was just around to fuck shit up.
I think my favorite Mortal Kombat character of all time, I don't know why, I love Stryker. Just something about him. Something about him always made me laugh.
Like
the first time I saw Stryker, I was like, wait a minute. We got a monk, we got a black dude with metal arms, 3 cyborgs, a dude with ice powers, a guy with a hat that can cut you in half, a Native American who can summon the spirit of the lightning god, and a fucking cop with a riot shield. Like, I'm picking the riot shield, dude. Just some random cop in the middle of New York City.
Only thing they're missing is Jax Jordan Black Lives Matter. That's it.
Yo, oh my god. Yo, that should be Stryker's friendship. Stryker's friendship should be a Black Lives Matter. Oh my god, they would get so canceled. They should do it.
They'll get beyond canceled.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Mortal Kombat's gone woke.
Yeah, wasn't that one of the endings? And was that?
I'll say I'm a big Mortal Kombat guy, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't that one of their endings in the previous game? Wasn't there like an ending like where Jax like made slavery never happen? It pissed off like a lot of people or something like that.
I think that was.
Was that Mortal Kombat?
Damn, I think that was. It's one of the Mortal Kombat. I gotta get back to you on that. I gotta do my homework on that.
Yeah. There's one of the more recent Mortal Kombat games, and there's an ending like where Jax gets some kind of artifact, and he goes back in time.
The amulet. That's when he because the amulet basically when you it was I forgot which Mortal Kombat it was, but when you win the tournament, you get the amulet from Shinnok. You know what I mean? You get Shinnok's amulet, and you could basically do whatever the fuck you want. And I do remember what you was talking about, because when in Jack's ending, he does get the amulet, and he basically shapes and shifts and molds the world like how he wants it to be.
To get his family back, I think, right? To get his wife.
Yeah,
back.
like I gotta do my research on that one, but I do remember what Tope was talking about.
The best ending was that sand dude. Forgot his name.
Tremor?
No. The one that had the Sands of Time.
Chronicon? Chronic, what's his name again? Chronicon? You talking about Mortal Kombat?
Like he came back.
7?
He came back in Mortal Kombat 1.
The Sand Dude in Mortal
He was
Kombat.
Liu Kang's friend.
Oh, Kung Lao.
He said he's a Sand Dude.
Oh, he must be new. He must be new.
Yeah, like the I know Tremor. Like Tremor, he's like his technique is the Earth element. I know about that. You know, with the dude Tremor, but I don't know about any of the Sand guy. But yeah, B.
I gotta get the new one. It looks good. It looks really fun.
Yeah, I gotta get that shit too, B. I definitely gotta get that also. But yeah, B, fucking them MLW, man. This dude Alex Kane holding down the belt. What they need to do with this dude Alex Kane? Huh?
It's Garrus.
Okay,
Who?
I'll look that up. Garrett, this is his name. That's his name, Garrett.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a new character, I guess.
I never heard of him before. Garrus? How you spell his name?
Geras.
Gera. Who that? In Mortal Kombat? You sure?
Yeah, he's in 11 and he's in 1.
Hold on, I got. Go ahead, y'all keep talking. I gotta look this one up. What? Garrus?
Yeah, he must be a new character.
Yeah.
It gotta be a new character because I didn't play the latest Mortal Kombat yet.
Like he's in 11.
I'm definitely a Mortal Kombat guy.
He's in 11 and he's Chronica's friend in
Yeah.
11. And he became
Oh, I knew you were talking about the black dude. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's Chronicon people, the chick that I was telling you about.
Yeah, like he slows.
That she basically could change time. Chronica. She changes time.
My favorite Mortal Kombat fatality is the one from Mortal Kombat 3 where smoke just blows up the world. That's funny to me.
Yeah, that was hot. Yeah, that was hot.
That fatality comes back in Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, nice.
That was a good one. How about I like the one when this dude there's a couple of ones that Liu Kang did, right? With the dragon fatality is one where he just turns into a dragon and bites your half of your body.
Yeah.
That one is cool.
When he turns to the arcade machine, that was a good one too.
Nah, that was trash. That was trash.
Nah,
the one where he turns into a dragon and he just ragdolls your body. I like that one the best from Liu Kang. Like he turns into a dragon and just shakes your body up and like a fucking dog.
That dragon shit was unexpected. I was like, oh.
Before we get up out of here, what was you guys' favorite fatalities from Mortal Kombat?
I mean, I was a Sub-Zero guy, so.
Me too. I remember the one thing from one fatality from Sub-Zero where you he had to go back from give yourself you and the ops some space, and then he freezes you, and then he just uppercuts your body and shatters it.
And then he just shatters it into pieces. Yeah.
Yeah.
The funniest one was when Cassie Cage shoots her legs out, and she gets like a running head start, kicks you in the balls.
Yeah, I like that
one.
Then
how about the one with Raiden? This dude Raiden. Remember when he does the lightning bolt and blows your head up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ballet dancer. Oh, see, now you got a fan of the match, Toad.
That's number 5. I'm replacing Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather Big Show with that match.
Oh Lord.
They changed Floyd Mayweather theme. Floyd Mayweather had like his own music. I forgot what it was called because they've changed the music on the official stream like 5 different times. There's like because I have that show on VHS and DVD, and the music is different on both. And then on Peacock, the network, it's a different song. So they don't want to pay WWE. So we talked about this on the last
They're
show.
cheap.
They have the money for this music. It's cheap.
Wasn't his
they just
theme
don't wanna
song?
do it.
Wasn't his theme song "I Get Money" by 50 Cent?
Yeah,
so.
it was. Yeah, they don't want to pay 50 the licensing rights. I don't know why. They can clearly afford it.
And
Yeah.
I get that they don't want to pay every single time when they come out, but for the special occasions, why not?
The
You know
only
what I mean? Like I ain't gonna lie, that many man shit. Well, what these dudes smoking guns 2.0 came out with, aka
Smoking gun.
aka the guns. When they did the whole many men shit, that interest was hot. I give them that. That's one of their best entrances. Probably the best entrance they had.
the only person WWE gave up the cash to was to Live in Color for Cult of a Personality.
I guess.
Yeah.
but-
That's it.
But here's the thing, too, right? I don't give a fuck what nobody say will Punk. We need to, all right. He did the promo. Earlier tonight. All right. It's time to get the ball rolling with this dude. Is he gonna have a match? Like next promo, he gotta be talking about really something like, oh, you're gonna get in the ring, or you're just gonna talk us to death.
Well,
It's not
they're
going to be
gonna
till the
do-
Rumble.
Well, they're gonna do a supposed contract signing on Raw.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
That's
give us a action. Like, is he gonna fight? Like, it don't have to be a match, but I want somebody to try to, shoot the fade with this dude, and Punk, he ducks a clothesline and gives him the right hands and knock him out the ring. Give us that,
Watch. I know for a fact what's going to happen. It's going to go like this. Punk's about to sign a contract, then Rollins comes out. Rollins will want to fight him. He ducks the clothesline. Does the clothesline, hits the GTS, signs the contract.
No, it's not going to be on Rollins because Rollins is going to be too busy tied up with Drew McIntyre. So it's probably going to be somebody else.
Okay, then make it Dominic Mysterio.
Oh,
Who gives a
you
fuck?
know, there you go.
There you go,
It's gonna be Dominic.
Speaking of Drew McIntyre, what you gonna call it? This dude sat Sami Zayn punk ass down with that whole knee spot. Now Sami Zayn got to sit his ass down. He's gonna show up for a surprise entrance at the Royal Rumble. That's gonna happen. Sami Zayn's gonna be in the Royal Rumble. Let's really be clear. He's not needed. I'm not gonna lie. He's really not needed for the Royal Rumble, but he'll be there. But I guess they wanted to make this dude Drew McIntyre look like a threat, and I'm all for it. Given the fact that this dude Drew McIntyre is senile as fuck, you had going against this dude, Jey Uso, talking about he costed you the match at Clash of the Castle.
When it was Solo.
Damn well, this motherfucker didn't even jump on the plane.
When it was Solo who did it.
Right, like these motherfuckers wasn't even there. They were still in the States. They were like, you going hard on this dude. And
that's what I'm saying, man. That's when you know the bloodline's falling off because there's just too much shut your brain off stuff just with everything involving it. So they're just pretending what it is. It's the dumb like we're gonna insult your intelligence. Just don't think about it.
That's why I keep on saying. That's why I keep on saying when you watch WWE, turn off your brain.
Well,
3 hours.
Well, Solo's not wrestling barefoot anymore, so he got boots now.
Yeah, he had on boots tonight. That's a different look.
Boo, that's whack.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, WWE they don't usually like barefoot. I'm surprised Riddle didn't wear boots. He's like one of the few people that wrestle with no shoes or boots or anything.
Because he can operate without boots. He was in the UFC.
So could Solo. He was doing fine barefooted, unless he chose to wear the boots.
Perhaps
him with boots is not like it's gonna take. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna work, but it's gonna make him look a lot different.
Official.
If that makes any sense, it's gonna make him
Well,
look a little different, little out of place because he had that whole Samoan vibe with the taped feet, and I get it. His feet probably killing him. He probably tired of walking around barefoot with the
yeah,
tape around it, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
it's gonna take some adjusting. And before we get up out of here, I'm gonna say again, right? My Royal Rumble predictions, right? Solo number one is my number one. Solo's my number one if he's in the Royal Rumble. I'm going there with it.
So he's number one, or he's gonna
He's
win it.
my number one. Yeah, Solo I think is gonna win the Royal Rumble. If he's not gonna win the Royal Rumble, he should definitely be in the final four. Number two, who should win the Royal Rumble? You already know. Yeah, you already know. L.A. Knight. Yeah.
I have three
Those
favorites.
are my two picks. Those are my two
I have
picks.
I have three favorites. One is Punk, two is Knight, three is Gunther.
I,
I'm a fan.
I rolled with Gunther from before to win the Rumble, but at this point, I don't think he needs to win the Rumble. He shouldn't even be in the Rumble. To tell you the truth, why be in the Rumble? He don't need to be there.
Well, Gunther set a record last year, so he's gonna be back in it.
I think he should have a match at the PLE, but him being in the actual Rumble, I don't think it's necessary.
I'm gonna go with Punk, Knight, or Jey Uso.
Jay's a good pick.
Good pick with Jey Uso. Good pick.
Jay's a
with
good
Jey.
pick.
Jay's
Really
definitely going to be in the final four for sure.
Gunther is higher on my list, but Jay's a good pick.
Your turn, Toph. We're running out of time. What you think?
Oh, no one mentioned the women's rumble. I'm predicting Bailey
Who gives
to
a
win the
fuck?
women's rumble.
No. Don't do that. Let's be
Okay.
fair. He's right. So you go first with that too, Toph, and then we'll have our predictions for the women's rumble also.
Counterclockwise.
I'm predicting Bailey. I'm predicting Bailey to win the women's rumble just because I don't see anybody else. I think Damage Control or whatever they'll call themselves will turn on Bailey. They'll take her out, and then she'll come back in the rumble for a surprise win, and then challenge EL at WrestleMania. The only problem is that that would mean that Charlotte Flair and Bianca would be out of a title match, and we can't have that. So they'll probably find some way to make it a triple threat or fatal four-way. But I'm predicting Baylor to win the Rumble. As far as the men's Rumble goes, I think Jey Uso's a sleeper. They can't use Heat anymore.
I agree.
I think Jay's a definitely a possibility.
So, Black Star, what you think? Who you think is going to win the women's Rumble?
Again, let me just keep with tradition. Three. My number one is going to be Bianca. My number two is Bailey. My number three, and this is the dark horse, will be Sasha.
Good picks, especially when it comes to Bianca Belair, because how long Bianca Belair been there now, and she never won the Royal Rumble yet.
She won a Rumble.
She did win the Rumble.
Oh yeah, excuse me. That's
Sasha's
when
the one who never won a Rumble.
That's when her and what's her name again?
Sasha main evented.
No, I'm talking about the last suit in that Rumble. It was her, Rhea Ripley. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sasha's the one who never won a Rumble.
I think she's gonna show up, Sasha Banks, because she's still a free agent, right?
Yeah, she's still a free agent.
As I know, yeah.
This is actually uncharted territory for Charlotte because Charlotte's usually a champion, so she's actually not featured in the Rumble that much. So,
thank God.
You're gonna
To
make
me,
Charlotte work.
Charlotte should face Bailey.
I'm gonna go with, for my picks for the women, I'm gonna go with Bailey, Bianca or Jade Cargill?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Jade will definitely
Cargill
debut in
is-
the Rumble.
I don't know about Jade Cargill winning the women's.
She's
Rumble.
definitely
No.
going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah, she's not gonna win, but she'll debut for sure. Yeah.
But here's what I
Jade will be my pick
here's
for the
what I
most
say about
eliminations.
that. Here's what I say about that. Like, why have Jade Cargill in the Rumble to get eliminated? Wouldn't that
Jade
hurt
will
her
pull a
character
Bianca
already?
and have the most eliminations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
She'll have a strong showing if she
Yeah.
does.
She'll have the most eliminations.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. But I think her getting eliminated will not be a good look.
How about this?
It don't matter
How
how
about
much.
before-
It don't matter how much women she eliminates.
How about this? Before she gets eliminated, she eliminates Nia. Then Nia gets back in and eliminates her, setting up that match.
Shit,
you really
Nia
want
Jax,
Jade-
she's the workhorse. She's the dark horse.
Do you really want Jade's first match feud to be with Nia though?
That's the only one who matches who matches the size and power requirements.
I guess.
You know the unexpected person, Ballet? Unexpected person is AJ Lee. She's going to be in the Women's Rumble.
No, she's not.
It's a possibility. It's a very strong possibility. And again, if I say it, that means I know something. That means I know.
Oh, shit. There you
Oh
go.
Lord, this dude
And-
Blackstar be holding out.
Now, Black Star, he's been pretty accurate as of late. You know, he's like 80% when it comes to him calling shit out. I give him that.
But I will say this though about the Rumble, this is the first time where we feel that anybody could win.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. You know what I'm saying? I really do. When it comes to the men and the women, and hopefully we could be here for the watch party to talk about that bullshit there.
For what
What
I'm
about
hearing,
who's
what I'm
talking about
hearing-
the men? Ballet? Yeah.
for what I'm hearing, there's going to be 4 surprises: 2 in the women's, 2 in the men's.
We will see.
What about the men? Yeah, that's what P. Diddy said. It's time for men.
Oh,
Take that.
Oh god.
Take that.
But anyways, let me fall
You hit on my
back.
girl. Take that.
Definitely appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all already know the vibes, and we're gonna do the same thing again. Excuse me, on Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
See you
You
Tuesday.
already
Have a great
know,
weekend. Have a great weekend,
Alrighty.
everyone.
Enjoy y'all weekend, fellas.
All righty.
Likewise.
Play some music to get us up out of here. You know the vibes. Shouts go out to Ballet. Shouts go out to Henny God. Shouts go out to my dude Flames, my dude Blades. Blades spreading the motherfucking love at his job when it comes to the old fashioned wrestling, letting them know we live. Oh yeah. Ha! You know what I mean? Hitting that thumbs up, letting everybody know that we heard. Oh yeah, happy birthday to Enzo Amore. Is this dude Enzo's birthday? Happy birthday to his punk ass. About to play some music though. I'm gonna shut it down. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? Hit that thumbs up, B.
Yeah. God damn it. I'ma tell y'all niggas one thing. This is goddamn cutthroat McGillicuddy. Slap your bitch face. Make her look like silly putty. And I wanna give a big shout out to my nigga, Tony Brooks. And got my nigga Sandman, Illa Pardon me, listen, Hold it down,
With
nigga.
this rap, I'm getting bored, give me the weed, yo. Monopoly, nobody stopping me. What you kicking is not hip-hop to me. Ali Oxenfree, Mayweather, nobody boxing me. Into a box, lyrically, physically, I'm the prophecy. Am I the greatest on the mic? Possibly, probably. Coke in its purest form, leave you wobbly. Vibe with her, do not vibe with me. None of you niggas live to me. This nation domination, Dwayne Johnson can't even rock with me. New York nigga, black mask with the do-rag. Act hard if we flaunt, we leaving body parts blue-black. I black my block back, I rack, cover your tracks. It's a fact, this boy snap for the racks. Pack on the back, packing a rat. No gat, it's fist to the face. Ace go with a black bat for trying to puffy get mace. Back the guard, ask the guards who's kicking it raw after all. They reply, Big Cole, J. Coney, and Nas.
With the Bronx heavyweight salute when you see us. Bars like explosives attached to the speaker. It's hip hop music, no, not trap.
King Coney Brooks
And the silverback of rap. With the Bronx heavyweight salute when you see us. Bars like explosives attached to the speaker. It's hip hop music, no, not trap.
King Coney Brooks
And the silverback of rap. When I got the package, all I do is backflips. Hide my stacks in the hole of a mattress. Double in that bread that put cock in the actress. Coney Brooks and Sandman, yep, it's a classic. Living in the Bronx while using survival tactics. Either you can rap or put a ball in the basket. Rip apart your body and leave nothing but fragments. Cops ask questions, don't tell them what happened. Grew up scrapping rhymes and backpacking. Puncture your lung when I throw javelins. Look at him scared stiff, looking like a mannequin. Kinda like a bomb threat, cause you lose is panicking. Packing luggage and leave, go do some traveling. Terrorizing the Bronx with hip hop savages. Know from how that marijuana in baby cabbages. Flipping that good boy, that's why these haters mad at us. The name of my technique is called variance. These rappers feminine and blow fairy dust. Get it together or get dismembered. Bars like the Hulk with a pissed off temper. Been wise, just like an oh god that is high. Looks like Popeye, nice and Muay Thai. With the Bronx heavyweight salute when you see us. Bars like explosives attached to the speaker. It's hip hop music, no, not trap.
King Coney Brooks
And the silverback of rap. With the Bronx heavyweight salute when you see us. Bars like explosives attached to the speaker. It's hip hop music, no, not trap.
King Coney Brooks
And the silverback of rap.